Young entrepreneurs test their skills at the RCSA STEM and Health Expo. And to tell us all about it, we have Jacksonville Market Manager Jackie Grant. Jackie, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so what are children's entrepreneur markets? Sounds really cool.
So it is. It's awesome. I actually got into it because my son came to me one day and was like, "Hey, Mom, I love going to all these different shows and stuff, and where can I do something like that?" So I was like, I have no idea. So what do? We go to Google and Facebook.
That's
so
right.
I found children's entrepreneur markets. They're 501c3. We are now nationwide, and we have over 500,000 kids throughout the United States running their own businesses, and it's truly all about the kids.
That's so cool. Okay, so, on a personal level, why are you so passionate about sharing this opportunity?
Again, because of my son and what I've seen from him.
Yeah, so, okay,
he started 3 years ago.
Yeah, let me ask you, over the course of the 3 years, how have you seen your little guy turn into like a little man, right? Because he's like got his own little business.
So it's crazy because he also went from being about this to, hey, grab that for me up there. So he's 14 now. He's been doing them since he was 11.
That's awesome.
He had just a little 10 by 10 with one table, didn't really know what he was going to do. He does rocks, gems, and fossils. So he just had like a random thing out.
Yeah.
Now he is constantly talking to people in Morocco and talking to people in Europe and New Jersey and all over. And he's made his own. Oh yeah, and he's made his own connections everywhere. And
that's so rad.
He's going to be way better set than his dad and I ever were.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's like, no, dude, I'm not buying you a car when you turn 16.
He bought his own car and just got it Thursday.
He's only 14.
He'll be 15 next month, and he said he wanted to learn to drive in his own car.
That is
so
awesome.
The confidence that you see kids truly grow in this, and it's all kids. I've seen other kids come out and they start by selling some soda and chips because we don't really limit what they sell.
Sure.
Some venues will limit what they sell. This weekend at the River City Science Academy Festival, which is from 10 to 2 and free, but they are not limited. So you'll see kids selling baked goods. You'll see kids selling stuff that they bought at Sam's or Costco and just kind of having their own little
third guy.
Yeah, so
I think that's amazing.
It's a little bit of everything.
Okay, so let me ask you, who's this program for?
Kids aged 5 to 17.
Okay.
So as long as you have not turned 18 yet, and as long as you are at least 5 years old, you can run your own booth.
That's so amazing. I can just imagine like a 6-year-old little kid walking around, like my daughter at 6 years old, be like, "You want to buy some stuff?" I can totally see that.
They're the best. The young ones are the best for sure.
Okay, so what's your best advice for parents coming, to an event for their kids' first market, right?
It sounds so bad, but step away. Go away.
Okay.
If us parents just let our kids sink or swim, a lot of times they will soar. And my son, the first market, we sat right there, and Dad and I were like, we're salespeople and we've done it, and we didn't want to speak. I was like, okay, the rules are don't speak to the customers, let the kids do it.
Yeah.
And it was hard. And then the second we stopped being in his booth, this kid has just flown. And he, like I said, he's got connections all over the world now.
That's so cool. That is so rad. Okay, so let me ask you something. What's the biggest rule at the events? Is it that one?
Yes.
Don't get involved?
Yes. So parents are allowed to help with setup and breakdown.
Okay.
You can help your kids in the kitchen when they're baking.
Sure.
You can help your kids procure the items. But the idea of it is that the kids truly are the ones that run the business. So we want them to be a part of procuring it. Then we want them to be a part of the baking, of planning it out, and of making the prices and those types of things. You can help with that. On the day of the market, you need to step back and let your kid do it. So the kids should be the one collecting the money. So parents should be practicing that at home. The kids should be the ones that are able to answer all the questions and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Okay, so where do we go to learn some more information before I let you go?
Kidsmarkets.com, and we do have 5 markets live right now. We typically release every 3 to 4 months. We'll release 4 to 6 markets coming up.
That's cool. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you
is
so much.
amazing. This is absolutely super cool. All right, Jordan.